You want to know what 3 things narcissists always get wrong? Yeah, there actually are things narcissists get wrong. I know. They think they don't. They think they get nothing wrong. They tell you they get nothing wrong. So sometimes you believe it, but there are things they get wrong. And I'm going to tell you what they are in this video. So stay tuned. Hey there, I'm Rebecca Zung, and I'm a narcissist negotiation expert. I know that sounds like a weird thing to do for a living. I know it's crazy. So if we've never met before, that is what I do. So if you want to feel like the more powerful one in the relationship with a narcissist that you're in, feel free to subscribe to this channel and stick around, and also hit that notification bell because I got a lot to say. All right. The thing is that narcissists condition you to make you think that they're the smartest people in the world. They start from the beginning. And so I cannot tell you how many people come to me and they go, oh my God, you don't know. The one you're dealing with here, the one I'm dealing with, they actually are the smartest people in the world. That's actually number 1 on my list of the things that narcissists always get wrong. They are not the smartest person in the room, but they think they are. They think they're the smartest person in the room, but they are not always the smartest person in the room. They think they're the best one in the room. They think they're the smartest one in the room. They think they're better than everyone else. But that is something that they actually get wrong. Here's the thing about these things that narcissists always get wrong. Should have mentioned this at the beginning, because these things that they get wrong, they become their downfall, especially number 3. So you're going to want to stick around for number 3, because that really is something they always get wrong. And it is definitely their biggest downfall. So stick around for that one. Okay. So the thing is, number 1, they definitely think they're the most smartest one in the room. They definitely think they're better than everyone. They act like they're better than everyone. But, it's kind of part of that double life that they lead, because inside, they actually have a tremendous amount of self-hatred. It's actually a scam that they're running. It's a huge scam. It's pretty sad, actually, because they don't have any sense of self. They actually want you to think that they think that they're the smartest person in the room, but they don't actually think that. They actually feel very, very awful about themselves inside. They walk around acting like they're the smartest person in the room. And I'll tell you what, it really is a great lesson in the whole show up with confidence message in a lot of ways, because they do put this big show on about how to, being confident, and they've got everybody around them believing that they are the smartest person in the room a lot of times. But it can be their downfall. Definitely be their downfall, because they don't see what's going on around them a lot of times. They don't read the room. They're very poor at reading what's going on in the room, because their EQ is absolutely horrible, obviously, because they're that's right, they're narcissists. So they're horrible at reading the room. So it definitely does become their downfall. And I do have a whole video on why narcissists lead double lives. And I do highly recommend that you check that out, because they do lead double lives, because they don't have that sense of self. And so they are running this big scam all the time. And they're constantly trying to hide who they are and all that good stuff. So anyway, that's number 1. They think they're the smartest person in the room. They are not. Don't believe it. Don't fall for it. And a lot of times they're victims, they're targets, the people that are closest to them, they've been conditioned to believe that they are, and they're not. All right. So that's number 1. Number 2 is that their needs always come first. even when it inconveniences people or makes the other people unhappy. They don't care about other people's feelings. And they need to know, what you think about them at all times. Like they're super needy. The fact that the world has to revolve around them at all times is like, that's super wrong as well, because it gets really old really fast for the people around them. People grow tired of that, and people start to figure that out after a while. The jig kind of becomes up after a while, and it starts to become revealed. And so it does get kind of exhausting for the narcissist, because they're constantly trying to hold it all up all the time and keep the show going. It's kind of like the spinning plates, that they're constantly trying to keep in the air, and the projection and the deflection, and keep their lies going, and keep this one happy and that one happy. And, it's exhausting for them, I'm sure. And so, sometimes they don't realize what's going on around them. And again, this can become their downfall. Again, the fact that their needs always have to come first can start to get old around the people around them, and again can become their downfall. If you want to take them down, that's the great way to do it, right? So I'm all for taking them down. How about you? Right? So if you're all for taking them down, take them down in the comments. Next, and this one is my favorite. This is my favorite. And that is that they don't think that they'll ever have to take responsibility for their actions. And they always get this wrong, because eventually it does catch up to them. Life does catch up to the narcissist. Their lies catch up to them. I know there are a lot of you out there that think, it never catches up to them, but it does. It does catch up to them. It's their worst nightmare to think that it does, but it does catch up to them. They don't think that they're going to have to take responsibility. They don't think that people are going to know, but they do find out. They do find out. And that becomes your best leverage, by the way, in the negotiations. It definitely becomes your best leverage. Make sure you have a good strategy for using your leverage. Make sure you watch your timing on it and all that good stuff. And, that's my SLAY strategy, leverage, anticipating and focus on you. And that's what I talk about all the time. So if you want to make sure you're using that properly, make sure you grab my free Crush My Negotiation Prep Worksheet to get started with that at winmynegotiation.com, and join my free private Facebook group at Narcissist Negotiators with Rebecca Zung, and subscribe to this channel. Subscribe, hit that notification bell. And if you like this video, give it a like, give it a share, and make sure to drop me that comment. And don't do this alone. Definitely don't do this alone. So I'm Rebecca Zung. I'm so glad that you stopped by and checked out this video. And if this is the first time you ever hear, I'm glad that you're here. And remember, there are things that narcissists do get wrong. So remember, today's a great day to start negotiating your best life. And I will definitely see you in the next video.